I'm going to say this real quick, and this ain't no shade at all to my sister. She didn't put the junior at the end of my name on my father's obituary. Why is that a big deal? Because me and my father were night and day, different personalities. But everything that was said about him at the funeral was true about him being a problem solver. I'm a problem solver too, but it's a cutoff point to that for me, where it's like, now I feel like you're just taking advantage of me. And if I feel that way, then I won't solve a problem for certain people. When it's like, don't even get to the point where you act like every little problem, every little thing that goes wrong in your life, you need me to fix it. So that would be the difference. My father would do stuff like that for family members. When for me, some family members I don't fucking like. So I'm not doing all of that. So that's just the difference. And the whole time he was living, he wanted it clear, the difference between him and me, as far as telling me to make sure you write Junior on your stuff. And I'm like, I do. Sometimes they just do that. Like when I was in the newspaper in high school, they just put Robert Smiley. They didn't put the Junior on it. But the next time I made sure they did. So it's like sometimes they just do Secretary of State too. It's them that be making those kind of mistakes and I have to correct it. But if you're the type of person where you're on YouTube and you're like, well, it just says Rob Smiley, when it's like, yeah, I put it that way because I'm really not trying to attract the people that I know in real life to me. And it's other Robert Smileys on YouTube. It's a lot of them if you type it in, white and black. So it's just like, yeah, I put in what I want you to call me. Not that it worked because you people still call me Robert, even though I say just call me Rob. So at the end of the day, and that's not even on top of the fact that I have 7 other cousins from my count named Robert Smiley. So you have to do certain things to stand out from the other ones. So yeah, my sister did a great job on the obituary as far as getting my father's career right, where he worked and all of that stuff. But yeah, I take that junior stuff seriously because it's special. Me and my brother Jack are juniors, and we talk about that, how important it is to be a junior. And let me say this, just so my sister know, and cousins or anybody else that's gonna watch this video, if you go do obituaries, you gotta understand that junior thing is important, and the fact that my father was not a senior in the sense that you think. My father was Robert Smiley Senior, which is not at the end of his name. He was just a senior in the sense of he was older than me. He was the eldest Smiley man in this house. But there's no senior after his name. His name is just Robert Smiley. That was it. And I asked him before because I met another Robert Smiley who was our cousin that lives in Albion, Michigan, and his name is Robert Smiley Sr. So when I said that to my dad, or because my cousin Stephanie was assuming my dad was a senior, he was like, no, my name is just Robert Smiley. My dad said it from his own mouth. So there's no, maybe he was a senior and he didn't know. How the fuck he not gonna know what his name is? So like, nah, he was senior, I'm junior, period. And now that this has happened, I'm probably going to write Junior on every, and I'm going to spell out Junior too. I'm not going to just put the JR. I'm going to just write out Junior.